Hey guys, it's CarsonLee, and this is going to be a wrap-up of all things July. In July, I participated in Camp NaNoWriMo. I also participated in the Reading Rush, a week-long readathon, and I participated in the MEDIEVALATHON, which is a month-long readathon. And I will leave my NaNoWriMo vlogs and my TBR videos for both of those readathons down below if you want to watch them and sort of catch up on what all I've been doing the last 31 days. This is coming out a little bit late because I was on vacation and camera malfunctions, but I'm back now. Obviously, you can see my normal background. Starting with NaNoWriMo, I lost NaNoWriMo. And I also feel like I have come to the conclusion that NaNoWriMo might not be for me. I love what this organization has done for writers of any age, but especially young writers. It is amazing. I remember after having known about it for a while, I took a creative writing class in high school, my junior year, so 4 years ago, a little over 4 years ago now, and we did NaNoWriMo as part of the class. And it was awesome. It was so fun. It has gotten me so far in so many of my stories, but I don't feel like NaNoWriMo, the structure of fast drafting, is for me. I kind of like to meander my way through my stories. I like to ponder over certain words or certain sentences. I like to take days off. So for July, I wrote 26,000 words, and I'm super happy with that. I feel like I got a lot done. My goal is sort of 50,000 words by the end of the summer, so that leaves me 24,000 to write in this next month. I've already started those. I will let you guys know how I do in August in sort of like a monthly vlog sort of thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll let you know how I do in August. Anyway, I got almost completely through Act 1 of my story, which if you guys write shorter books, you're like Act 1 and you're already at 26,000 words. That's a little bit of a lot. It is a little bit of a lot, but I am also a little bit of a lot. So, my books tend to be long. I would rather have lots of sand in my sandbox than not enough and have to add more. That's just how I am. That's sort of all I have to say about NaNoWriMo. I'm so glad that I participated. I really did like my cabin. Not that I necessarily reached out a whole lot, but it was nice being in a cabin with fellow authors and to see how they were doing. The camp aspect of it was really awesome. Some cons to NaNoWriMo, like I said, I just felt the stress every day to make my word count, which is a good kind of stress, but also not the way that I personally write. Some of this is definitely my fault, and if I would go back and do NaNoWriMo again, which, spoiler alert, I'm gonna do NaNoWriMo again, obviously, but if I were to go back and do July again, I would have tracked by maybe hours or minutes rather than words, because there were a lot of things that I wanted to do that didn't necessarily fit into the word scheme. Like I wanted to track some of my planning, and I wanted to track going over character profiles, because I still haven't done those, even though I wanted to have those done early on, because it felt like a waste of my time because I wasn't counting those words. That's obviously my fault for not taking advantage of the NaNoWriMo or the Camp NaNoWriMo structure, and I'm definitely going to try to do that next year. In regards to the readathons that I did, we're going to start with the MEDIEVALATHON because it went all month. So the first part of the MEDIEVALATHon is your rank, and your rank is determined by how many books you finish in the month. And I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I read 10 books this month, and the highest rank is Queen, and that is 6 books, so I am a queen. I should have a crown on, but I don't. That's okay. Then you build up your armor. I did have a TBR for this. Again, like I said, I will leave it linked down below, but I'm not really good at sticking to TBRs. I just sort of do whatever I feel like doing. So I'm just gonna tell you, without looking back at my old TBR, exactly what I read and what fits for each item. So the first part of your armor is a crown, and the prompt is a book where a character fights for the throne. And I didn't complete this one, so I take back what I said about getting a crown. I'm just a queen without a crown. That's fine. Who needs a crown anyway? I'm just kidding. The next prompt is a helmet, a book with a dragon on the cover, and I did read Aragon by Christopher Paolini, so I do have a helmet. So just kidding, I don't need a crown. I have a helmet. I'm like a warrior woman, so come at me. The next prompt is a breastplate, and it is a shiny book, and I read many shiny books. The issue with this prompt is that I read a lot of books online, so I don't have the covers, but I did read Girl Stop Apologizing by Rachel Hollis, and I'm pretty sure that the cover has shiny bits on it, so I'm counting this. I have my helmet and my breastplate, so I'm looking pretty sick right now, just saying. Oh, I'm so lame. So lame. The next prompt is leggings, a thick paperback. Nope, I didn't really do this one. I guess it depends on like your definition of thick. I'm pretty sure you cannot double up on these. I might be wrong. If you can't double up on them, then I'm gonna use Aragon because it's 500 pages. But if you can't, then I didn't get my leggings. But maybe I'm in like a super badass warrior dress kind of thing, and I don't need leggings anyway because I'm a queen of a warmer climate and I don't need protective pant wear. The next prompt is boots, and it is a book that yellowed over time, and I read King Harold Saga, and I'm a horrible YouTuber because I don't want to go get it for you. Just kidding, I got it for you, so be proud of me. This book obviously, oh my god, look at it, has yellowed over time. This is an Icelandic saga. If you want to hear more about it, again, watch my TBR video because I go a little bit more in depth about, I don't know why it looks like I almost have a cowlick here. Ah, ignore me. I feel a little scatterbrained today. Anyway, this has yellowed over time, so I have some boots. I have a helmet, breastplate, and boots if you were keeping score. I do not have a crown or leggings. And the next one is cape, something that has red on the cover or the dust jacket, and I read My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry, and the dog on the cover wears a red scarf. So that counts. I have a cape. Does it have to be red though? Can my cape be a different color? Am I just nitpicking now? I could be just nitpicking now. Ignore me. So the next prompts are weapons, and sword was one of the ones I was going for, and it is something pointy on the cover. And I can't really remember what I said I was gonna read. Oh, it was Uprooted by Naomi Novik. I didn't read that, but I did read The Lightning Thief by, I was gonna say it was by Percy Jackson. That's not right. It's Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. And I feel like there's something pointy on the cover. So we're counting it. Yeah, I got a sword. And then the rest of it is assassins, elves, and mercenaries. And I don't think that those were in any of the books that I read. Double checking. No. So that's what I got. If you were keeping track, I am a queen who is sporting a nice helmet, a cool breastplate, some kick-ass boots, and a cape that may or may not have to be red. I don't really know. And I am also wielding a very long, very sharp and pointy sword. So I feel like it's kind of a win, even though I didn't get all of the prompts that I wanted to. I still completed a good amount of books. And that is my wrap up for the Medievalathon. The next thing we are talking about, oh, I went blurry. The next thing we are talking about is the reading rush. For the reading rush, it was a week long. You had 7 challenges and I'm pretty sure you can double up on them. So we're just going to go through them. I'm going to tell you what they were and what I read for them. Challenge 1 was read a book with purple on the cover, and I did that. I read The Witches by Roald Dahl. It was cute, wasn't my favorite. I definitely preferred Matilda to that, which is the only other Roald Dahl book that I have read recently. So yeah, I prefer Matilda, but it was still cute. It was like a cute kid's book. Read it if you want to. That's like horrible. I'm sorry. The second prompt was read a book in the same spot the entire time. And for this, I also read The Witches, and I read it in the bathtub the whole time because it was short and it only took me one sitting. The third challenge is read a book that you meant to read last year, and there are tons of books that I meant to read last year, but I think for this one I did Aragon, which I'm sure you are sick of me talking about already. Number 4 was an author's first book, and I feel like I must have read an author's first book, but I don't know that I read the one that I set out to read. So give me a minute. I'll be honest, I looked for a little bit and I don't want to look anymore, so it'd be horrible if I just said Aragon again, because I know I read that within the week. Read a book featuring a non-human main character. Aragon. It's about a dragon. Number 6, pick a book that has 5 or more words in the title. This beautiful smut book called A Scot in the Dark. It was a really fast read. It was really cute. It's about a woman who is scandalized by being in a painting, and her, like, what's he called? She's like his ward. He comes and he's like, hey, let me help you and fix that, and they fall in love, and it's really cute. So I read this, and it has 5 or more words in the title. A Scot in the Dark. 5 words exactly. And then read and watch a movie adaptation. I didn't do this. I was gonna watch Aragon and I didn't end up doing it. And that is my fast wrap up of what I read in July. I read other books than those, but those are the ones that fit within the readathons that I did. And that's also my wrap up for NaNoWriMo, and yeah, that's basically what I did this July. Wrote and read and studied for the GRE. If you're sick of me saying that, raise your hand, because I am. That's all I have for you today. Let me know what your favorite thing you read this month is, and if you participated in NaNoWriMo, let me know. If you won NaNoWriMo or if you lost NaNoWriMo like me, let me know all that down in the comments down below, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!